Ruiz and Andrew Cordero temporary manning the camera, while Bert is just down the ways. We can see him. He's walking back up this way. Getting ready for some softball, and we got a good one in primetime matchup. The Los Fresnos Lady Falcons hosting the Lyford Lady Bulldogs, two of the more powerful teams in the valley. Now with the wind coming in, we might not see as many of them fly, but never doubt one Reba Reyes or Jericho Rojas, as those two will be meeting up here tonight. Two of the more high-profile names in the valley will be doing battle here tonight. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. Lyford is the visiting team. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup for Joey Rios' club. Leading things off, and in right field, Haley Pena. Batting second is Hannah Garza. She's the shortstop. Batting third, Jericho Rojas. She'll be in the circle. Batting in the cleanup spot is Tiffany Alanis. Batting fifth is Alyssa Garcia. Batting sixth is Mia Wettergrove. Batting seventh, MJ Lopez. Batting eighth is Jessica Cruz. And batting ninth, Adele Rojas, who hit a 2-run homer in the 2 o'clock game in their win against Rio Hondo. So again, welcome aboard for the final softball matchup of the day. And Berto Ruiz made it just in time, just like I knew he would. All right, the crew's all back. We're ready to roll. And we are ready for some softball here. The final game of the evening. Caitlin Bettis in the circle for Tracy Blackman's club and fires in a called strike one looking, and we're underway. Top of the first inning. Bettis gets ahead in the count, no balls, one strike. Let's meet the middle infielder, Andrea Guevara, the starting second baseman. Shot to the shortstop, over to first, and in time. Reba Reyes playing shortstop this evening. Reyes records that one for the 6-3 putout, one down in the inning. One thing we mentioned throughout the broadcast earlier today about Reba Reyes, that she's a natural shortstop and got moved to center field. So tonight we will see her on full display. Hannah Garza, the batter, batting from the left-handed side of the plate. Bettis deals. That one missing for ball one. So Guevara and Reyes up the middle. Crystal Pettis playing third base. Ashley Muniz playing first as the corner infielders. Calling the balls and strikes is Sam Campos. She's behind the plate. Garza fouls this one back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Here on this 6 o'clock start, sun's starting to peak down. Bettis misses her location there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Final game of the day here at the Los Fresnos Port Isabel Tournament, coming to you live from Los Fresnos High School. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to the batter Garza. Trying to lay down the bunt. That misses outside for ball 3. Let's meet the starting outfield for Tracy Blackman's club. Teresa Villa is the center fielder. Sophie Varela, the starting right fielder. Finding the strike zone there. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Julie Laraga, the starting left fielder. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4. It's a 1-out walk. Garza is aboard. So Hannah Garza gets aboard on the 1-out walk. 1 down in the inning. Runner aboard on first. This brings up Jericho Rojas. Rojas will be pitching for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Pretty excited to see the Rojas versus Reyes matchup. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. To Jericho Rojas, Tiffany Alanis in the on-deck circle. Lyford in the white uniforms. Maroon and white for the Los Fresnos Lady Falcons with the stirrups. 1-0 on the way. Swung on, hard hit ball. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Runners on first and second. Rojas might break out of her little slump she's had this weekend. Wasn't exactly getting on base as much as she'd like these last 2 days, or these last 2 games, rather. Struggling a little bit at the plate, but nonetheless, all it takes is 1. This brings up Tiffany Alanis. First pitch swinging, base hit back up the middle. Garza's going to come around. Here's the throw, play at the plate. Not in time. Both runners are going to move up a base, and it's a 1-0 Lyford lead on the RBI single from Tiffany Alanis. Lyford jumps ahead 1-0. Runners on second and third. This brings up Alyssa Garcia. Garcia puts down the bunt, picked by Pettis, in and out of her glove, and that's going to be an E1. Had trouble corralling that one, and the bases are going to be loaded for Lyford here in the top of the first. That's going to be an E1. This brings up the sophomore Mia Weddegrove. Bases loaded, no, 1 down in the inning. Big spot for Caitlin Pettis and company. And again, it's at a point where we're talking about damage control. Los Fresnos is now looking to limit the damage here. Pettis delivers. That's in for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Base is full of Lady Bulldogs. Caitlin Pettis in the circle for Tracy Blackman's club. The 0-1 missing for ball 1. Count run will run even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lyford with another opportunity here to get on the board early. Hannah Garza had a 2-run double in their win against Rio Hondo earlier today. This one's pulled but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reba Reyes, the shortstop. Andrea Guevara, the second baseman. That's the middle infield for the Lady Falcons, in case you're just tuning in. Caitlin Pettis in the circle. Sam Campos calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Crystal Pettis at third, and Ashley Muniz over at first base. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and that one's going to go foul. Count will stay put at 1-2. Sophie Varela, the starting right fielder, out in left field. Julie Lagata. Laraga, excuse me. She's the left fielder. Teresa Villa, the starting center fielder. Had her guessing is Weddegrove. She fouls that one back and out of play. Good at bat from the sophomore Weddegrove. Here's the pitch to Weddegrove. Fouls that one back. In between innings. Or, yeah, I guess in between innings. Weddegrove still the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 on the way. Now, a time called timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here just real quick. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer.
You have time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number one.
Development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Another foul ball fouled off by Weathergrove. So again, we're trying to clean up the camera here, but it's also we're looking directly into the sun. So Bert's the camera expert, and his advice is that once the sun goes down, we'll be good to go. But nonetheless, Weathergrove back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball swung on. This one's deep back left center field on the run, making the grab on the warning track. The runner will tag as Rojas. It's 2-0 Lyford. Weathergrove gave that one a drive. And it's 2-0 Lyford with runners on first and second, and a good at-bat from the sophomore. 2 down in the inning, runners on first and second. Sacrifice flyer from Weathergrove, 2-0 ball game, top of the first. Bettis deals strike 1 to MJ Lopez, batting 7th in the order. Top of the first and a lengthy top half of the inning. Bettis delivers. That pitch missing, just high. Counter run even in 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 Lady Bulldogs with the lead. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bettis trying to limit the damage. That one's fouled back for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down in the inning. Jessica Cruz in the on-deck circle. Cruz will be doing the catching this evening for the Lady Bulldogs, and Jericho Rojas will toe the rubber. 1-2 pitch on the way from Bettis. Runners on first and second. That pitch just missing for ball 2. Deuces Wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-0 ball game. Bettis trying to get out of the inning. Here's the 2-2. This one's popped up, back, and out of play. Count will stay even at 2-2. We'll try it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way. And another good lengthy at-bat by the Lady Bulldog offense. Here's the 2-2. That one fouled away. Tiffany Alanis, the runner on second. Garcia on first. Sun slowly starting to go down, and the wind again picked up. We'll try it again, the 2-2 count. The 2-2, high and tight. Counter run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eight 8-9-1, the order due up for the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Midway through the first, Lyford tags 2. They lead 2-0. Los Fresnos due up next. You are watching Rio Sports Live.
Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 2-0. Lyford with the lead. Bottom of the first inning. The Los Fresnos Lady Falcons will get their first crack at it. Let's meet the starting lineup for the host team, Los Fresnos. Leading it off, Caitlin Pettis. Batting second, Andrea Guevara. Batting third, Reba Reyes. Batting fourth, Sam Campos. Batting fifth, Teresa Villa. Batting sixth, Crystal Pettis. Batting seventh, Ashley Muniz. Batting eighth, Sophie Varela. Batting ninth, Kayla Jimenez. That's the starting lineup for the Lady Falcons. It's Caitlin Pettis set to lead things off. They'll be going up against Jericho Rojas. The senior right-hander will be getting the start here in Game 2. Weta Grove started their first game, the 2 o'clock game against Rio Hondo earlier today. That's the way it was yesterday. Weta Grove got the 10 a.m. start against Port Isabel. Then Rojas got the afternoon start against Sherryland. First pitch fired in. Swing and a miss. So Jericho Rojas in the circle. Jessica Cruz doing the catching. Hannah Garza the shortstop. Alex Cortez playing second base. That's the middle infield. That pitch outside for a ball. So with Rojas in the circle, the middle infield changes. Normally Alyssa Garcia would be the second baseman, but tonight she's at third base. That pitch just missing for a ball. Tiffany Alanis at first base. Alyssa Garcia at third. And now time called from the umpire. He's going to want to have a chat with Rojas in the circle, and Brios comes out. having a talk with what's going on inside the circle. Jessica Cruz doing the catching. Alex Cortez at second. Hannah Garza at short. Tiffany Alanis at first. Alyssa Garcia at third. Haley Pena out in right field. Mia Wettergrove in center. And MJ Lopez out in left field. That's the starting defensive lineup for Joey Rios' club. So again, a little bit of changes in the infield for Lyford. Rojas delivers. She's got 2 strikes on her. That's low for a ball. When Wettergrove is in the circle, Rojas will play third, and Alyssa Garcia will play second. So a little bit of changes on the infield. 3-2 payoff pitch. Fouled back. Caitlin Perez stays alive in the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, Lyford leads 2-0. Again, the sun slowly going down. Three-two payoff pitch on the way. We'll try it again. Rojas deals. That's upstairs, and that's a leadoff walk. Walks have been an issue for Rojas. She walked 5 on opening day against Rio Hondo and walked 3 yesterday in her start against Sherryland. Andrea Guevara now the batter. Guevara followed by Reyes in the on-deck circle. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Fires over to first to Alanis covering, not in time. Five balls in a row thrown by Rojas. Trying to find her groove. Here's the 1-0. Rojas delivers. That's in for strike 1. Throw back again and not in time. Bettis slides back safely. Count runs even. 1 ball and 1 strike. One on the way from Rojas. Delivers. That one fouled back for strike 2. Bottom of the first. Coach Tracy Blackman over at first base having a talk with Bettis. She's the lone base runner. Reyes to follow. Campos batting 4th. She's the cleanup hitter. Now Rojas just simply waiting for the softball to get back into her hand. So a great day of softball. We kicked things off this morning at 10 a.m. Sinton and Rio Hondo. Followed by Los Fresnos and Sherryland at noon. Then we had the rematch with Lyford and Rio Hondo. Took a break for the 4 o'clock game. Sinton did win 5-3 against Sherryland. We caught the tail end of that one. Here's the 1-2. Half-hearted swing. It's going to land right in front of the third baseman. They're not going to have a play on it. Runner's going to be safe at first and second. Alyssa Garcia had it in front of her. Just like that, there's runners on first and second, nobody out, and here comes Reba Reyes. Now a meeting in the circle. Lyford's going to want to take a step back and talk about how they're going to approach this at-bat with Reyes coming to the plate. So I had a talk with Reba Reyes before the game. She's wearing the number 4. She was always wearing the number 5. And I asked, well, why the number change? And she said, well, 4 was the number I've grown up with. It was the number I was given when I first played. It was the age when I started playing, the age of 4. My birthday's March 4th, so the number 4 is just, it's always been my number. Big swing and miss for strike 1. Here's the matchup everyone was waiting for to see Jerica Rojas, who will be heading to Prairie View A&M. Reba Reyes will be heading to St. Mary's. Pound for pound, a heavyweight matchup here between Rojas and Reyes. Here's the 0-1. Reyes fouls this one back. She falls behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. So yeah, the number 4 is just a part of Reba Reyes. That's what she said, and she's like, this has always been my number. And she's like, I did the math in my head. I said, the girl in front of me, by the time I'm a senior, she'll have graduated, and then I can grab the number 4. She wore the number 5 these past 3 years. Here's the 0-2. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sam Campos in the on-deck circle. Reyes again is playing shortstop here tonight. The first time we get to see her play shortstop. She'd always been playing center field. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the off-speed. That's a strikeout. Round number 1 goes to Rojas. Now they're going to get the runner in a rundown. The ball gets past end of the outfield. The runners will advance. Tell you, this sun needs to go down. We're staring right into the sun. So after the strikeout of Reyes, 1 down in the inning, on the errant throw, both runners will advance a base. Now Sam Campos takes that outside for ball 1. Campos has the ability to leave the yard. And a good opportunity here for Los Fresnos to get on the board. Counter run even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Both runners in scoring position with 1 down. That one fouled back. Be sure to follow us on our social media sites on Twitter and Instagram at Rio Sports Live. Give us a like on Facebook, also Rio Sports Live. Plenty of basketball as we're approaching the 7 o'clock hour. 7:30 is when a majority of the games will get underway. We've had 4. This is the 4th softball game today, and then we'll be having 5 basketball games on live tonight. From the coastal bend all the way down here to the valley, to Rio Grande City, really. That's where Los Fresnos is playing. That one's upstairs. The Santa Rosa game will be streamed. Santa Maria, San Perlita, Port Isabel, Los Fresnos, all in the mix. Plenty of basketball for you basketball fans out there in the area around. Again, had her guessing on the off speed. Count will stay put at 2-2, and a good at bat from Sam Campos. Teresa Villa in the on deck circle, followed by Crystal Bettis. She hit a home run earlier today against the Lady Rattlers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. 2 aboard, both in scoring position. The 2-2 swung on. There's a drive. Left center field. Back at the wall. See ya. Sam Campos goes yard on a 3-run bomb, and she'll take the tour. And just like that, at a blink of an eye, it's 3-2. Los Fresnos took the 2-2 count and sent that one over the fence. 3-2. Los Fresnos has the lead. Back and forth we go. That's the 17th team homer of the year. Coach Blackman had told me she had 16 homers coming into tonight's matchup. Make that 17. She hit 40. The club hit 42 last year. That was a program record. So the beautiful thing is, Reba Reyes strikes out. Sam Campos says, "I got your back." Comes through for her teammate, picks her up. Rojas comes back with a strike. That ball had some carry to it. Just speaks to the depth of this Los Fresnos lineup. Yeah, now Bert's giving me a thumbs up. The sun's creeping down. It's just about halfway past the water tower, so we're going to be good to go here in just a couple minutes. Rojas comes back with a strikeout, 2 down in the inning. It's the veteran move right there from Rojas. Shake off the home run and get back to work. Crystal Pettis comes to the plate, 2 down in the inning. Rojas pumps in a strike. So 5 runs in this inning, 2 from Lyford, 3 from Los Fresnos. Swing and miss for strike 2. Rojas now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. That one missing outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. The inning highlighted by the 3-run home run from Sam Campos. Here's the 1-2. That ball looped into center field. That's going to fall in front of Wettergrove for a 2-out single. Nice piece of hitting there from Crystal Pettis. Simply just threw out her hands, got in front of it, and she's aboard on a 2-out single. Ashley Muniz now comes to the plate, and the 7th batter to come to the plate for Los Fresnos. That pitch low and in. Alanis applies the tag, but not in time. 3-2 ball game. Los Fresnos comes right back and takes the lead. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. A runner on first is Crystal Pettis. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pettis slides into second safely. She puts herself in scoring position. And again, if I can take a peek at these basketball scores, try and keep you all up to date depending on where we're at with this game. Again, some of the games slated to start at 7, some at 7:30. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to the batter Muniz. Batting 7th in the Los Fresnos order. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rojas deals, swing and a miss. We've played 1. Fireworks here in Los Fresnos. Lady Falcons lead Lyford 3-2. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
There's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering Civil and Structural Associates. Located at 1117 Stewart Place Road in Harlingen, sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering. Sponsoring tonight's game is Platillos Mexican Restaurant in Harlingen. Located at 1010 South Loop 499, Platillos Mexican Restaurant, where good people meet good food.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you could lease the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer for just $384 a month. Drive a beautiful new 2020 Explorer. Vote Ford.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Top of the second inning. 3-2 Lyford with the lead. First pitch outside for ball one. Jessica Cruz, the batter, and there we go. The sun's coming down, so now we can go back to the way we had our camera angles earlier. We kind of had to go with a wide shot. Because of the challenge of the sun, now it's behind the gym, behind the school, and we're ready to roll. One on the way, off speed. Cruz pokes that one foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way to Jessica Cruz. 8-9-1, the order due up. That one upstairs for a ball. Now the sun's disappearing, and it's starting to get a little chilly, especially from where we are at up here, up top. Half-hearted swing. She went around for the strikeout. 1 up and 1 down. Bettis records the strikeout. Now this brings up the batter, Adele Rojas. Fouls that one off for strike 1. Hit a home run earlier today over the left field wall against Rio Hondo. Batting 9th in the order. Now they're going to exchange softballs. No balls, 1 strike. 1 down in the inning. Haley Pena waiting in the on-deck circle. Back to the top of the order. That pitch misses. Counter run even. 1 ball and 1 strike. One on the way to the designated player Rojas. Bettis deals, finds the river for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. In a 3-2 game, top of the second. Righty-righty matchup. Bettis delivers. Called strike 3 looking. Back-to-back strikeouts from Bettis. Los Fresnos answering back. 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the order. Haley Pena comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1, grounded into a 6-3 putout in her first trip to the plate. Bettis finding her groove here in the top half of the second inning. And pumps in a strike. Gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the second. There's also a soccer game going on behind us. Coach Blackman was telling me with the track meet going on at Leo Aguilar Stadium. The varsity soccer games are going to be here at the practice field. So we got softball on one field, baseball on another. There's also soccer going on right now. Pitch swung on right back to the pitcher, Perez, over to first and in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, 3-2, Los Fresnos leads. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live, bottom of the second inning. Jericho Rojas back in the circle. First pitch, swing and miss for strike one. 8-9-1, the order due up for Los Fresnos. Sophie Varela leading things off. Here's the 0-1. That pitch upstairs for ball one. The 1-1. It's in for a called strike two. That pitch missing upstairs. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch missing low. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch. Just missed outside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Los Fresnos. Sophie Varela leading things off with a walk. Brings up Kayla Jimenez, the designated player, then back to the top of the order. Jimenez digs in. First pitch in for strike one. Oh, 0-1 on the way. Rojas delivers. Swing and a miss for strike two. Throw over to Alanis. Applies the tag, but not in time. Kayla Jimenez, the batter. Wearing the number 13, the designated player this evening for Los Fresnos. Batting from the right-handed side of the plate. The 0-2 popped up. Rojas calling it off, makes the grab, one down. Back to the top of the order. Caitlin Bettis. She drew a leadoff walk and later scored a run. First pitch low and in the dirt for ball 1. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. Shout out to the Esparzas tuning in from Harlingen. Coach Debbie, Brett, and Lizzie Esparza all chiming in, watching Lyford and Los Fresnos. This one's fouled back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. (3-2) Los Fresnos lead. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's too bad this game can't go 7 innings. That'd be a lot of fun to watch. But again, there's a 90-minute ball game. This one's fouled back and out of play, just like last night's game with Divine and Rio Hondo. Kind of think what ifs, what could have happened more Divine Rio Hondo magic if that game could have only been played 7 innings rather than just a 90-minute game. Divine jumped out to that 4-0 lead. Rio Hondo came back, took the 6-4 lead. Then Divine rallied in the bottom half of the inning. That one's upstairs. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The lone runner on first, Varela. Two-two pitch on the way. Swung on, picked by the shortstop Garza over to first and in time for the 6-3 putout. Good play from Hannah Garza, the junior. 2 down in the inning. The runner advances to second. Andrea Guevara, now the batter. She reached on an error from Melissa Garcia at third base in the first inning, then later scored a run. Swinging on the first pitch, fouled back and out of play for strike 1. 2 down in the inning, a runner on second. Again, we were talking about Los Fresnos and where they're at in District 32 6A. Just how competitive this district will be. With Harlingen getting off to a hot start. Harlingen South having pitching and hitting. Just a little bit of everything. Then you look over at San Benito. Yes, they did lose 5 seniors. They're waiting for Jalen Huerta to get healthy. They still have the likes of Jordan Ramos, Kate Garza, J.K. Silva, Megan Cavazos, Gadi Cincinnati. The list goes on. It's a stacked district this year, and I feel that that's what we're saying every year about 32 6A. Two-one on the way from Rojas, delivers. Pitch fouled back. Counter uneven, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. With a runner on second. And again, when the schedule came out and we seen this tournament and you kind of circled the dates on what games to watch out for, and the one that stood out most was the Rio Hondo Sinton game, Rio Hondo Lyford. That's going to be right to the shortstop Garza for out number 3. We'll continue that thought when we come back. We are through 2 as we head to the 3rd. Los Fresnos leads 3-2. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Sponsored Sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering Civil and Structural Associates. Located at 1117 Stewart Place Road in Harlingen, sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering. Sponsoring tonight's game is Platillos Mexican Restaurant in Harlingen, located at 1010 South Loop 499. Platillos Mexican Restaurant, where good people meet good food.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you could lease the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer for just $384 a month. Drive a beautiful new 2020 Explorer. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Hannah Garza tried laying down the bunt. Was called out on a bang-bang play. Just like that, one quick out. Garza, one of the faster shortstops in the area. Jericho Rojas steps to the plate. That pitch misses for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Rojas. One down in the inning. Rojas is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the first inning. Top of the third. Bettis pumps in a strike. Count runs even. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 down in the inning. Caitlin Bettis answering the call for Coach Tracy Blackman. Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's in for called strike 2. Bettis gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we're talking about the schedule and when it came out and what games were circled that you kind of had your eye on. It was, of course, the Rio Hondo Sinton game, Rio Hondo Divine, Rio Hondo Lyford. And you look at Lyford and what they're doing, Lyford and Port Isabel. That one over the glove of Bettis, not going to have a play. That's going to be an infield single for Rojas. Just barely got a piece of it, managed to get on base. So Rojas is aboard. She's 2 for 2. Lyford and Los Fresnos, another big game on the slate. Then tomorrow at 10 a.m., Lyford and Sinton, and that will wrap things up. Port Isabel, Lyford, another big game for the small schools. Coach Dana Wise and Allison Gonzalez and Lady Tarpons. This one's shot the other way, over the glove. Rojas is going to round second. She's going to be headed for third. Tiffany Alanis is going to be aboard with a 1-out double. Tiffany Alanis, the southpaw, coming through. Runners now on second and third. Back comes Lyford. Alyssa Garcia now the batter. Back-to-back lefties in the lineup for Joey Rios. Lyford trying to regain the lead. Bettis missing that pitch for ball one. And of course the game we're watching now, both Lyford and Los Fresnos off to a strong start in their seasons. That pitch in the dirt. It's going to get past the catcher. Sliding, safe at home. Rojas ties this game up. Here's another play at the plate. Now there's going to be a rundown. Alanis caught in the pickle. She's tagged out for the second out of the inning. But Rojas does tie the game. That passed ball Caused plenty of chaos, and good luck if you're trying to keep book. But nonetheless, it's a 3-3 ball game with 2 out in the inning. So Alanis was tagged out, caught in the rundown between third and home. Now the bases are empty. Shot right to Reyes at short for out number 3. Left hook, right hook, left hook. Back and forth we go. Midway through the third, all tied up at 3. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Bottom of the third, Kevin Aro on the call. Bert Ruiz to my right. We got a bird's eye view here from the ballpark, and it's been a dandy. And we got a good one for you here in the 6 o'clock primetime slot. Coach Tracy Blackman's club going toe-to-toe with Joey Brios and the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Senior Jericho Rojas in the circle for Lyford. 3, 4, 5, heart of the order due up, and here we go. Round number 2. Between Reyes and Rojas. Rojas got Reyes chasing earlier on the off speed, struck her out. First pitch. Pops this one up on the first pitch, and it's caught by Cruz, and 1 pitch, Reyes is retired. Round 2 goes to Jericho Rojas. Now comes Sam Campos, who has Rojas' number, her last trip to the plate. Launched a 3-run homer to give Los Fresnos the lead. Lyford battled back and tied it up. So here we go, round 2, Campos and Rojas. Rojas fires that one in for a called strike 1. Now both dugouts are getting pretty loud. This game started to intensify as we move on. That pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter Campos. So Los Fresnos taking on Laredo Alexander. That game currently going on live on Rio Sports Live. One on the way. Campos gets ahead in the count. It's a hitter's count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Rojas tosses the ball up to herself, resets, delivers. Hard hit ball back up the middle. That's going to be a 1-out base hit. Sam Campos. 2 for 2. With a 1-out single. Teresa Avila now the batter. Shout out to Miss Mary Lou Cordero. That's Andrew's mom. That's a pass ball. That gets over to second base. There's no secret. She makes the best chorizo tacos in the world. You guys might be lucky to have some someday. I'm pointing to Bert. She's always providing us with some breakfast, especially on these long days. There's no secret there. I made that public. That one's fouled back. Count runs even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shout out to Emilio Ortega, says go Falcons. Rico Garcia says go Lyford. Manny Peña says let's go Falcons. Edna Montez says go Lady Bulldogs. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Let us know where you're watching or listening from. That's a foul ball the other way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adele Rojas was our Hacienda She Has It player of the game earlier today when Lyford defeated Rio Hondo. Final score of 5-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Campos on second. She gets a lead. That pitch upstairs for ball 2. For those of you that are not familiar with the Valley now, or the classifications, Los Fresnos is a 6A school. Lyford is a 3A school. That one's hit left field. There to make the grab for out number 2 is MJ Lopez. 2 now down in the inning. Rojas letting her defense work. Crystal Bettis comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a single. Got stranded on second back in the first inning. Hit a home run earlier today against Sherryland. That one was hit to about right center, more or less. First pitch in the dirt. Campos was about halfway, and then will retreat back to the bag. 3-3 ball game. I'm telling you, it'd be a shame if this would have to end in a tie. Hopefully we can declare a winner here. There's a drive. Left field, and Lopez there to corral it. Rojas gets out of the jam. We are through 3 as we head to the 4th. 3-3 ball game. You are watching Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering Civil and Structural Associates. Located at 1117 Stewart Place Road in Harlingen, sponsoring tonight's game is Casa Engineering. Sponsoring tonight's game is Platillos Mexican Restaurant in Harlingen, located at 1010 South Loop 499. Platillos Mexican Restaurant, where good people meet good food.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you could lease the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer for just $384 a month. Drive a beautiful new 2020 Explorer. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Sophomore Mia Weddegrove leading things off for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Betta's first pitch in for ball 1. Weddegrove gave that ball a drive her last time up, just missed a home run, although she did get credited with the sacrifice fly. Pettis twirls in a strike. Thank a couple of our sponsors, Reliable Electric Company, licensed, bond, and insured. Napa Auto and Truck Parts. Open 7 days a week. Free delivery, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Missed low and in for ball 2. City Taxi Cabs in Port Isabel and South Padre Island. City Cabs servicing the whole Laguna Madre area. Laguna Vista, Port Isabel, South Padre Island. Clean, prompt, and courteous. That pitch fouled back. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shout out to our sponsors here sponsoring the Port Isabel Los Fresnos tournament, day 2 of the 3-day event. And again, next week I'll be stationed at San Benito High School with another round-robin tournament where we will see Lyford, Rio Hondo, Mercedes, Pioneer, and the host team San Benito. Wetter Grove lines. That one almost had double written all over it. Just have to straighten that one out if you're Wetter Grove. So plenty of softball still coming your way. Along with some playoff basketball as well. Here's the 2-2. On the way from Bettis. Deals. That misses low for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Wetter Grove. Batting 6 in the order, MJ Lopez in the on-deck circle. She's 0 for 1. Wetter Grove with a shot, left field. This one's back, off the wall. Wetter Grove rounding first, headed for second. That's going to be a leadoff double for Mia Wetter Grove. The young sophomore really starting to find her form. Been swinging a hot bat this weekend. MJ Lopez now coming to the plate after the double from Wetter Grove. Top of the 4th, 3-3 game. Bettis delivers. That pitch in for a called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to the batter Lopez, starting in left field this evening. Rio selected to go with a speed outfield. Hard hit ball past the shortstop Reyes. Wetter Grove's going to get the signal home. No play at the plate. That's going to be an RBI single. Lyford regains the lead, 4-3. Wetter Grove scores from second on the RBI base knock from MJ Lopez. This brings up Jessica Cruz. Still nobody down in the inning. Lopez, the lone base runner, gets a lead. Slides back onto the bag safely. Adele Rojas in the on-deck circle. This is where it gets dangerous. In the bottom part of the order, you give this team extra chances, give them a free pass. They'll make you pay for it when you get to the top of the order with Benya, Garza, and Rojas. As we approach the 7 o'clock hour, 6:58 on my watch. On a chilly evening in Los Fresnos, Texas, day 2 of the Port Isabel Los Fresnos tournament. Now time called from Cruz. So let's take a peek at the basketball action. How Los Fresnos was getting ready to get underway. Be sure to follow us on the social media sites at Real Sports Live on Instagram and Twitter. Los Fresnos and Laredo Alexander getting ready to get underway in Rio Grande City. Shout out to Samantha Marroquin Says go Lyford. Diana Gonzalez Pena. She's also tuning in, rooting for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Coach Chris Cervantes also tuning in. Dave Favila, our fearless leader and editor. He's always chiming in on the ball games. That one's fouled back. Mark Molina, he's out there covering the Santa Rosa Warriors. They take on Mathis tonight. Joe Bowling will have the call as the San Perlita Trojans take on Falls City. Santa Maria taking on Yorktown. Los Fresnos taking on Laredo Alexander. There's a pop-up. And to make the grab for the first out of the inning. And the runner will stay put. Call that an F9 in case you're keeping book. Varela came in and made that grab. Adele Rojas now the batter. Ninth batter in the order. That pitch missing low. Cruz now going to catch the runner in a rundown. Cruz all the way at second base. She's going to chase her herself. And she tags her out. Jessica Cruz, you don't see that every day. The catcher coming all the way to second base and makes the tag. Just really ran her man down and applied the tag. An interesting play there from the senior catcher, Jessica Cruz. She kind of just held on to it, was watching the runner. Now, you always want to chase her back to the bag she came from. Shot right back to Perez, over to first. And some snappy defense from the Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. Although Lyford regains the lead 4-3 midway through the fourth. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album?
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Kevin Nara on the call, and we got a good one. Bottom of the fourth, Los Fresnos trails 4-3 against Lyford. 7-8-9 the order due up. Ashley Muniz, she's 0 for 1, will lead off the inning. First pitch swinging. This one will land well foul for strike one. So again, be sure to follow us on the social media sites, Twitter and Instagram at Rio Sports Live. And like us on Facebook at Rio Sports Live. Swing and a miss for strike two. Rojas gets ahead in the count early. And again, that Los Fresnos game fixing to get underway. Plenty of playoff basketball action. Rojas delivers the 0-2. It's a hard hit ball. Past the diving Wettergrove, and that's going to be a leadoff single. Just like that, the lead runner is on. Sophie Varela now the batter. Kayla Jimenez to follow. Then we'll go back to the top of the order. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. So the tying run is aboard. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Here's the 1-0 from Rojas. Spins and deals. Finds the strike. Finds the strike zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for the senior Jericho Rojas. The Lyford Lady Bulldogs wearing the sunflowers on their ponytails. A trend that started, I want to say, about 2 years ago, more or less. Here's the 1-1. That one just missing low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th. Muniz, the runner on first. 4-3 ball game. Lyford regained the lead in the top half of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and miss for strike 2. Count runs even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody down. The leadoff batter was Ashley Muniz. She got aboard on a leadoff single. Wettergrove gave a diving attempt. Couldn't get to it in time. Here's the 2-2 from Rojas. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The first out of the inning. Rojas collects the strikeout. Kayla Jimenez now comes to the plate. 3 strikeouts on the night for Rojas. First pitch swinging. Jimenez pops this one up. Alanis there to make the grab. 2 down. And just like that, in 2 pitches, Rojas has recorded 2 outs. Back to the top of the order we go. Caitlin Bettis comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored in the first inning, then grounded out into a 6-3 putout in the second inning. Pitcher versus pitcher. Rojas deals. Hard hit ball, left field. That's going to be a fair ball. Runners on first and second with 2 down. How quickly the inning can change, and now all of a sudden some momentum for Los Fresnos. Bettis gets aboard on her first hit of the night. Andrea Guevara now the batter with Reba Reyes waiting in the on-deck circle. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first, and the insurance run at the plate. Rojas delivers. Guevara thought about it. It's in for strike 1. Bottom of the 4th. Big spot here in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 from Rojas. Swung on, and that's going to be a dribbler. This is going to be trouble. Rojas doesn't have anywhere to go with it. The bases are going to be loaded. Safe at third, throw not in time. And just like that, the bases are loaded with 2 down, and here comes the Reba Reyes. The first 2 rounds have gone to Rojas. Will the third time be the charm for Reba Reyes? Her first trip up, she struck out swinging, then popped up on the first pitch to the catcher Jessica Cruz. Big spot in this ball game. 2 down, bases loaded. Lyford leads by 1. Some 2-out lightning here from Tracy Blackman's club. Here we go. I spoke with Reba before the ball game, and She had said, she admitted that she was in a bit of a slump, so she was trying to change things up a little bit. She put a sleeve on her bat and said, when I left the San Antonio tournament, I hit pretty well and I had the sleeve on my bat. So since then, I've had my bat covered with the sleeve, and she had her wrist taped up since then. So superstitious, yes, it's a part of the game, I say. Doing everything she can to get out of this funk. Takes the first pitch looking for strike one. 2 down in the inning. Bases full of Lady Falcons. Reyes digs in. Round 3 between Rojas and Reyes. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the crowd's starting to get into it. Bases loaded. Lyford leads by 1. No balls, 2 strikes. Reyes takes a step out of the box. Rojas tosses the ball to herself. Steps back on the rubber. Here we go. Here's the 0-2. Good eye from Reyes. That one's inside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 down, bottom of the 4th. 4-3 game. Rojas getting the sign. And here's the 1-2. Swung on, high fly ball, left field. MJ Lopez giving chase, records it. Lyford gets out of the jam, and that's the ball game. 4-3, final score from Los Fresnos. The Lady Bulldogs survive. And all 3 rounds go to Jericho. Rojas, as Reyes had the opportunity late, but just fell shy. So that's a final score here from Los Fresnos, and what a ball game, just as we expected. Class 3A going toe-to-toe with the Class 6A. Doesn't matter. Both these teams are very, very good, and expect them to be right in the thick of the district race and in the playoff race. So heck of a ball game here. We're gonna need to decide who is our Hacienda She Has It player of the game, but nonetheless, final score from Los Fresnos. That wraps up day 2 of the tournament. The Lyford Lady Bulldogs rallying and hanging on late for a 4-3 win against the Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. Want to say so long and good night on behalf of myself, Bert Ruiz, Joe Bowling, and everyone at Real Sports Live, saying so long and good night from Los Fresnos.
Collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.